CM189 comes with a rather large collection of awesome sound order samples. Let's look at how we can create a cool little beat using them. We're going to use Cubase to create this, but you can use any DAW to follow this tutorial. If you're not sure how to do something in your particular DAW, please consult its documentation. We're also going to use Alchemy Player CM, which you can find in the CM plugins folder. If you haven't already, install this before you begin. First, let's set our DAW's project tempo to 130 BPM. Open the Sound Order, Production Tools Volume 7, SOPT7, Kit 21, 130 BPM folder. This construction kit includes bounced out stems, individual loops, hits, patches, and MIDI files. Basically everything you could possibly need. Let's start by making a beat. Open the Drums Drum Loops folder and drag SOPT7 Kit 21 Kick Loop onto an audio track. Name this track Kick. Let's create the structure of a basic intro. Put the kick loop sample on bar 1 and duplicate it out to bar 17. Then copy this set of bars from 33 onwards. This gives us a kick from bars 117 and then 33 to 49. So bars 117 will be a simple intro, bars 17 to 33 will be our euphoric breakdown, and bar 33 will be the drop where the beats and the bass line kick back in. We know that we want the beats and bass to kick in on bar 33, so let's add them now. This construction kit includes patches for MIDI files and 2 bass sounds designed to be layered over each other. We're going to use Contact to play these sounds back, so create 2 Contact instrument tracks now. As well as .nki Contact patches, which can be loaded into Ableton Sampler minus any effects, you also get EXS24 Reason and Structure patches too. Name the first Contact channel bass and the second deep bass. In Contact, find the SOPT7 Kit 21 130 BPM folder and open up the Instruments folder. Select the Bass folder and drag SOPT7 Kit 21 Bass into the first Contact. Then return to Instruments, open Deep Bass and drag SOPT7 Kit 21 Deep Bass.nki into the second Contact. We'll need some MIDI to play back these bass patches. Return to the SOPT7 Kit 21 130 BPM folder, this time open MIDI. Drag SOPT Kit 21 Bass onto the bass channel and SOPT7 Kit 21 Deep Bass.mid onto the deep bass channel. This may create unwanted sysx channels and single no MIDI files. You can just delete these. Put both of the MIDI parts on bar 33. If you mute the bass track, you'll hear that the second time round the deep bass notes are delayed slightly. What we're going to do is we're going to slice off to the first bar, then copy out the first bar to fill in the gaps. The deep bass sits nicely on the offbeat, keeping it out of the way of the kit, but the bass part overlaps with the kick's tail a little. You can get a cleaner sound if we use some sidechain compression to duck the bass channel. Add a compressor effect to the bass channel and activate its sidechain input. Open the Kick Track Sends menu and route it to the compressor's input. Activate the send level and set it to 0 dB. Set the compressor's preset to Dance Master and set the makeup gain to 5 dB. This helps the kick punch through the mix a bit more. Next we need to add the lead lines from the construction kit. Create 2 more Contact channels named Lead 1 and Lead 2. So open the Instruments Leads folder and copy Lead 1 into one Contact and Lead 2 into the other Contact. In the MIDI folder, drag out the lead MIDI files and again remove any sysx channels. Put both MIDI parts they start on bar 33. Make a copy of the Lead 1 MIDI part that starts on bar 17. We now have a really basic outline of our intro, breakdown and drop. The idea is there, but at the moment it's too simplistic and needs developing before it has the impact we want. Let's make the breakdown a bit more interesting by making it build more. Duplicate the lead 1 channel. Rename the new track Piano. Replace the contact instrument with Alchemy Player CM and load up the Factory Keys Grand Piano patch. Drag the bottom left hand corner of the first MIDI part on the piano track over to the right so that it starts on bar 25. Add a ping-pong delay effect on the piano channel and set the delay to 1/8, the feedback to 82, the low filter to 400, the high filter to 12,000, the spatial to 84, and then automate the mix level to rise up from bar 25 to 33, dropping back to 0 on bar 33. We've got an idea developing, but it still needs much more impact. Let's use some FX to help emphasize what's happening. Add an audio track and name it FX1. Open the Production Effects Volume 1 Explosions and Hits folder. Drag the SOPE EH70 WAV sample onto the audio track. Put it on bar 33. It's got a bit too much low end to sit with a kick in the bass, so high pass filter everything below 200 Hz. We need to build up to the drop, so add another audio track and name it FX2. This time open Production Effects Volume 1 Uplifter and drag SOPE1 up 45 onto the new audio track and position it so that it starts on bar 29. It's a little loud, so turn its level down to -3 dB and high pass it at 200 Hz too. Let's create a build up to the breakdown. Copy the uplifter effect so that we've got one starting on bar 13 too. We also want to have an impact effect on the start of the breakdown. Duplicate the FX1 track and rename the copy FX3. Move the audio to start on bar 17 and deactivate the high pass filter so we get that low end boom this time. Our beat consists of just a kick drum at the moment and it could do with filling out a bit. Create a new audio track and call it Percussion. Open the Production Tools Volume 7 SOPT7 Kit 21 130 BPM Drums Drum Loops folder and drag SOPT7 Kit 21 Loop 3.wav onto the audio track. Have it play from bar 9 to 17 and then bar 33 to 49. It's a little quiet, so set its level to 3 dB. Finally, we need a little bit of music in the intro, so slice the first bar of lead 1 and create a copy of it. Edit the MIDI part so the second chord plays the same notes as the first chord. Now copy this part out so that it plays until it starts the breakdown. This stops the lead from arriving too abruptly at the start of the breakdown.